Was this your first work?
Hello, how are you all? Just give me your reaction quickly. Okay, very good. So guys, we can start now. I think everybody is here. So basically in today's session, what we are going to do, we are going to learn that how we can work with more than one pages, right? Yesterday, what we have learned, we have just learned that how you can work with edit text and button. This was just a revision of my previous project, which we have made calculator. Then we have made kinetic energy calculator. Now, in today's session, what we are going to make, we are going to learn that how we can work on more than one pages, right? Till now, in all the application, what we have learned, we have just learned that, on a single page only. You have learned that how you can just implement your design, how you can implement your backend. But today we are going to learn that how you can, move from one page to another page. What is intent? How many type of intent do we have? We have two type of implement intent. That is what we are going to learn. Which type of intent we will be using for moving from one page to another page, and how we can just go back to the previous page as well. That is what exactly we are going to learn. Are you excited for that? Guys, please give me your reaction. Okay, cool. So for that, what we have to do is we have to create a new project. You all are aware of that how you can create a new project. So let's just do that. So basically, I hope you are able to see my screen. And over here, before this, yeah, now everything is fine. Cool. So basically, I hope you all are able to see my screen. Is that fine? Cool. So here what we have to do is we have to create a new project. And for creating a new project, you all know that how to create a new project. You have to go to file. And where is my file? My file is over here. You have to go to new. Then you have to click on new project. Just click on this new project. And after creating a new project, what you have to do? From here onwards, you are going to use empty activity. I know this is now you can easily do without my screen, right? Over here, you have to do is you have to configure your project. How you can do that? You have to remove it. And over here, you have to take the name of your project. And what is the project name? Because we are going to learn to move from one page to another page. For this, basically, we have to what? You have to do like page, page, how you will type. Let me know how you will type. Obviously, you will type by your keyboard only. Okay, cool. So here you have to type page mover. Basically, we are going to create a project with the name page mover. On instead of that, we can just use like demo project over here. Now, this is what my package name. This would be unique for Play Store, and it will be automatically generated as per the name of the project. Save location, you know that, where you can just download your code, or you can just share this code with anybody else as well. Apart from that, you have something like called save languages. Languages will have two options. One is Java, second one is Kotlin, and basically these two language is used for backend development only. So we will be using Java. Apart from that, minimum SDK level would be different for each and every one device. In my system, it is like 4.1 Jelly Bean. It is totally dependent on how many API level you have downloaded the Android SDK. That is what it is dependent on. So in my case, it is 4.1 Jelly Bean. What is the rule of this? If I would ask you, what would be your answer? Your answer would be basically what application I'm going to make. It will at least work on this version. Below this, there is no guarantee, but at least it will work on Jelly Bean. And after all the latest version of Jelly Bean, like KitKat, Lollipop, Marshmallow, Nugget, Oreo, Pie, 10, 11, on that particular Android version, it will work. Correct? So let's just click on finish button. And after clicking on finish button, we will just wait. We will just wait for all the necessary files which Ender Studio is going to create for my project. That is what we are going to wait. So you can see right now on this page mover demo project, on the left side, my loading is written over here. Why it is written? Because why it is written? Because of Gradle is building, right? And you can see on the bottom right side, Gradle build is running. That means all necessary files is going to generate right now. So we will just wait for it so that it can complete. And after that, we will just proceed further. Okay, fine. So here, what is the things you can see? We have backend file, which is main activity.java, and the first front end file, which is activity underscore main.xml. You know that by default, you will get one page. That means one backend and one front end. Now I am saying that we have to work with more than one pages. So basically, for this project, I am not going to do much thing for this. What I will do is I will just have one button on the first page, then I will have second button on the second page, and I will just move from one page to another page and then move back to from that page to that page. Okay, that is what are my main intention. After that, if we will get time, then accordingly we will just do some more stuff over here. But basic agenda is basically that only, that how you can move from one page to another page, how you will have one more page, that means one more backend and one more front end, how you can work with intent. That is what the main agenda is. Okay, so first of all, we will complete this project. If after that we will have a time, then accordingly we will just work on some kind of things which we have already done, right? Or maybe that would be a homework as well. So let's just see. So basically, on my front end, what is the requirement? What I want is on my first front end file, like this, on this page, what I need is I need a button. Before generating a button, you know that you have to remove this hello world. For this, what I will do is I will just go to split mode. I will just remove this. That's it. because we are in a continuation of project. So without breaking that continuation, we will be just removing this constant layout to linear layout. Okay. Then orientation OR vertical. Okay. Obviously, that is not the case for this project because we will be going to have only one button. But because we were using it, and I don't want you to confuse, that is why I'm saying that we can just use it as well. That is not a problem. Otherwise, you know that orientation is basically for that particular purpose when you want all the components should be in vertical manner or in horizontal manner. Okay. If I choose vertical, that means all of the things what I will use like in my previous projects, all edit text, text view button was in that particular vertical manner, right? So that is what we are going to use. Here, you have to put your cursor over here and then you will go to design and you can just take this button. Till now, we were just doing something like that only, right? But today is a third project, fourth project. So now I think we are ready to do in code itself directly without taking the button and then you will get the code. Now you are a pro level, you can just write a code as well, right? So how you will do this? You have to start a bracket. Obviously, that is totally up to you. If you are not feel comfortable by using code, you have an option. You can just go to design and can have a button. But right now, I am just going to tell that you can also use something like that. How? Put this bracket. You have to type button over here. And after typing, you can see Android Studio is basically your IDE, which is intelligent. And it will always allow you some predefined code. You can see over here as well, right? So whenever you are going to write a code as well, at that time as well, you do not have to type much thing. You only have to type small things. Only you just need to know that what is the syntax, how you will get this pop up. That is what you have to focus on. So basically, on button, we need layout width and height. Width, you know that this is, and height, this is. For this button, what I need is, I need wrap content, not match parent. I will need wrap content. And for height as well, I will be using wrap content. Yesterday, I already told you that what is the meaning of wrap content and uh, match parent, right? And I already told you that you cannot and you should not use hard coded value. Like you should not use 100 dp, 100 sp or something like that. Because of that, it won't work actually in your multiple devices. It won't work actually good in terms of responsiveness. So if you want to make your application should be good for different screen sizes, and that is the standard process. At that time, you should avoid as much as you can avoid hard coded value. That is what we are going to use ref content or match parent. Totally something like that. So ref content basically the size of my text which I am going to enter. So size of this button should be dependent on the size of the text. Okay. So how you are going to use text, not text color actually, text only. Okay. Over here, what you have to type? Maybe go to second page. You can see now, as my text is going to increase, the size of the button is going to increase because of this wrap content. If I will make it like match parent, what it will take? It will take the full screen width. It will take the full screen width, right? So I don't need this. I just want to make it wrap content. Now, after doing this, what I need to close it like this. Now, almost my button is ready. Some kind of improvement which you need, obviously without ID, this button cannot be used, right? So you have to provide ID. How you will provide the ID? Just type I and you can see after typing I, you will be able to see this Android ID, click on it. And again, you are going to see this option, choose it. And then only you have to provide the ID name. Maybe in my case, I'm just going to provide button, go to second page. Is that fine? I can use it like this. Okay. Or if you say that I don't want like this, so you can also use something like that. That is totally up to you. Okay. Button, go to second page. This is what my ID, and go to second page is my text. I hope you are able to see this. You need this in center. You know that you have to use gravity, center, and that's it. Okay. So on my first page is white. We have this button on my front end, and for the timing, I'm going to make it like this only because this is not my main agenda. My main agenda is when I click on this button, I should move on second page, right? So let's just see the backend now. For the backend, first and foremost rule is basically you have to create the object for all the component which you have taken on your front end, right? How many component do we have on the front end? Anybody wants to tell? Yes, correct. So basically, we have option to create an object like this button because we have only one button. So we will be going to create an object like button. And after that, what we are going to do? Button, go to second page, something like that. Okay. Now, button, go to second page is equals to find view by ID. Where is my find view by ID? This one. R dot ID dot ID of that particular button. Why I'm going to do something like very speedily because I know that right now you are comfortable with this as well because right now you are going to understand this thing that what is going on over here, isn't it? Guys, give me some reaction quickly. Okay, good. So we got 28 thumbs up, only one clapping. Why? So do some clapping here. Yes. So right now we are having like 13 clapping, 17, 26, 33. That's great, guys. We crossed like 40 only. I just thought it would be 50. Okay, no issue. Let's just go back. And over here, again, we are going to see that button go to second page is equal to something like that. After that, you know that you have to make a click event. How you will do the click event? Button go to second page dot set on click listener. Inside this, you know that what you have to type small new control space view dot on click listener. And over here, wow, we got this on click method as a magic, right? Over here, what you have to type, that is main suspense because you don't know this particular stuff, that what you'd have to type over here to go to second page, right? But before go to second page, you should have second page, right? Then only you will be reached there, obviously. So we have to create second page. And again, whenever I am saying second page, so if you remember in my first class, I told you if you are going to create a page, every page will have one backend and one front end. And obviously, I told you again, this is not a correct statement, but for your understanding level, for the timing, you can consider it. Okay. So right now we are going to we are going to create one more page. That means we are going to create one more backend and one more front end. And for pages, right? In Android, for page, you can say activity. We are going to create activity. So whenever you consider, right, we are going to create a page, you can consider that we are going to create a activity. And for every activity, you have one backend and one front end. Is that fine? So now how you will do the things. Okay. So right now it is really very easy in Android Studio. You do not have to do anything. You just, obviously you have to do something. You have to come over here inside in your Java folder, the first package name where your main activity is having, right? So just come over here. Please make sure you are going to have full focus on the screen right now. Okay. So over here, right click on it. And after right clicking on it, you will see new, right? Just go over here and go down, and you will able to see this activity. Yes. Click on this activity. And after that, you will be able to see this whole activity. If you closely see, this is basically nothing but all that activities which when we created the project at that time we were having some from where we have choose empty activity, if you remember, right? Same thing, these all activities are that only. So we have to select this empty activity. Are you able to see this? First of all, you have to go to new, then activity, then empty activity, and voila. This is something similar, if you remember, right? What exactly it is? It is your activity name. That means this is your backend file name. If you want, you can change it as well. But for the timing, I am just letting it same because of this only you are going to easily understand that this is your second activity because of this two, right? That is what I am not going to change the name. But whenever you are going to make a project like a commercial project, like at that time obviously you would be having that particular project name, because at that time you will be having like more than 10 files, more than 55 or more than 35. At that time it would really not make sense that you are going to create file like this 2 3 4 or something, because you will messed up. So basically as per your own requirement you can change the name. For the timing I'm just making it main activity 2 only, and this is what my front end file, if you see, activity underscore main 2, right? After that you do not have to select this launcher, otherwise if you select it, so when you open your application this particular activity will be visible first, right? So we don't want this because it is my second page. So it should be visible after my first page. That is why I'm not going to select it. Okay. This is what the package name, that where you are going to create a project. This would be same. You do not have to do anything, and Java. So basically you do not have to change anything over here. You have to just click on finish. Once you have done clicking on finish, then you will be able to see that in your Java folder, now there is one more file, which is main activity 2, right? And your Gradle project synchronization is in progress, and it is now progressed. If you see in your resource layout, we have two front end. One is this activity underscore main.xml, where we have one button, and second one is activity underscore main2.xml, which is blank for the time being. Same goes for, we have main activity 2.java as well, where nothing is happen for the timing. It is blank. But main activity.java, which is my first page, we have just generated something like that. Is there any problem till here? I hope no. Is it fine? You are done with creation of a new page as well. Guys, I need some reaction from your side quickly. Let's just see. Okay. So basically you guys like thumbs up mostly, because always thumbs up count is really high as compared to others. Okay, cool. Somebody is crying. Why? What happened, Akshal Sharma? Why you are crying? Okay, cool. So we can just go ahead. Over here, what we need is, we need to go to this second page. This is what my activity underscore main2.xml. And here again, I will be just going to split mode. And over here, because in my project, what I want is, I should have one button on my first page. When I click on that first page, I should move to second page. And on the second page as well, there should be one button. On click of that button only, I will be moving to first page again. That is what we are going to make. So for that, we have to make a button on my second page as well, right? So this is what my second page front end. And over here, I am going to create a button. You know that how you can create. First of all, let's just change it to linear layout. And for that, we have to change this as well. We have to provide some orientation, maybe vertical. And then we will be having like button. And over here, rep content, rep content. Then I need text. Text, maybe go to first page, right? Then we can just close it. We need ID as well. So we will be using ID. And here, button, go to underscore first underscore page. right? Make it center. So just use gravity center. So you can see to make it somewhat different so that you can just get to know easily. What you can do is, Yashwardhan, I will remove you out from here. Just let me know if you want it. Okay. So now you just need to provide background color. Okay, so that we can just easily find out my both of the pages. Let's just make it black. My first page is basically white and second page is black. Black and white project we are going to create. Okay. Okay, good. So now for the second page as well, we have to do the same stuff. What we have to do is we have to do first of all create an object like this button go to first page, and then we have to link it. Before that, I have to import it. Just put your cursor over here, press Alt Enter. I know that you know each and everything right now. Then button go to first page equals to find view by ID r dot id dot correct. Make sure you will be using the same ID which is on your second page. Okay, this one. Mistakenly, if you will using this first page ID, your app will get crashed. It will not work. Okay, so make sure if you are working on main activity 2, so you will be using all the IDs which is on your activity underscore main2.xml only. Okay, now you have to make a click event. Just make it. Okay, great. So we have now two pages, two front end. We have just made two buttons on my both of the front end. We have just made a click event as well in both of the page. Now we don't know what to do. We don't know how to move from first page to second page. Yes or no? Okay, cool. So now what we have to do is over here inside in your main activity and main activity 2, basically you have to write some code to move from one page to another page. Now you would say obviously we know that we have to write some code that only we are going to move from one page to another page. It will not move automatically, right? But how you will do this? For that there is a thing which is called intent. Okay, INTENT, intent. Intent is basically a class which is inside in Android only. You can use that. Obviously you can use that, but how many type of intent do we have? We have two type of intent. Okay, one is explicit intent and second one is implicit intent. What is the difference between both of them? When you are going to move from one page to another page physically, right, at that time you will be using explicit intent. Is that fine? And when you are going to use something on the same page on your page only, and you are going to use some external stuff over there, at that time you will be using implicit intent. I know you are not able to understand it, right? Let's just take it via some example. If I would say you have to move from one page to another page, right, as we require right now, so for that what we will do is we will be using explicit intent. And some cases you have seen like you have some images and you want to share it. So if you click on share, then you will see a pop-up coming out from your Android app, and there are so many options that you can share your image with WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, or any other stuff as well, right? You have seen that in so many applications. That is basically via implicit intent only. Same thing if you want to open the camera, right? Your gallery, not gallery, actually your camera application is having that you can open the camera, or WhatsApp. In your WhatsApp, you can open your camera, right? So how you can open the camera? Using implicit intent only. Okay. If you want to get any image from the gallery, maybe on your WhatsApp, you can just share an image. How you will do this? You will just click on sharing image, and then you are going to move on gallery, right? Then you will just pick any kind of image. So whenever you are going to pick any image from the gallery or any other mobile stuff, that then as well you will be going to use implicit intent. you can set a wallpaper, right? So how you can do that? By using implicit intent. So now I hope you understand that if you want to move from one page to another page, or if you are going to send some data from one page to another page, at that time you will be using explicit intent. Otherwise, for that all stuff, you will be using implicit intent. Let me know, do you have any doubt right now? Or if you got to know, then you can just share your reactions. Okay, so we just got one clap. Akshay Sharma is again crying. I don't know why. Apart from that, everybody is happy. We have 3 people who are laughing. One student was crying. Okay, so now 9 to 10 people are happy. Akshay is also happy right now. Good. So basically, we have now, if I would say which type of intent we are going to use for moving from one page to another page, you can directly say that we are going to use explicit intent, right? So now let's just go to main activity Java. This is my first backend. Okay, here inside this particular click event, we have to write some code which will move from one page to another page. So how you will do this? As I said, we have to use intent. So intent is a class. So we have to use I. I should be capital, right? So I should be capital, intent. Then you have to create an object. How you will do this? Intent. Now you can see object I is small, right? You have to initialize this object. How? By using new keyword, new, and then you have to again type intent. This is my intent, right? Now you can see it is showing in red color. Again, you got to know that there is some error because it is red. And in Android or maybe in any programming language, if you see something red, you can understand that it is a symbol of danger. Something is not correct. So right now it is showing some error because you know that button was also showing the same error. You know that in Java, everything you have to tell the machine that from where you need to use this, right? So from where you need to use intent. For the timing, you can see in your import, there is nothing for intent, right? So you have to tell, you have to import it. How you will do this? Put your cursor over here, press Alt Enter, and then import this class. Then you are going to see that this is added. And now it becomes white. Okay, cool. Now, inside this intent, we have this parenthesis. And this parenthesis, you have to type something. And what you have to type, you have to tell this intent that you have to move from this page and to which page. You have to provide source to destination. And always in your Android, basically you have to tell only backend pages, not front end pages, right? Because if you see in your backend pages, front end page is already been combined. So authority is high via using your backend page only. So this is a main important page like backend page, right? So you have to tell what is your source page. Source page is from where you want to move. Right now, on which page we are? We are in main activity. So you have to write main activity, and because you are on this page, main activity page, this is your source. So with source, always you will be typing dot this, your source page name, which is this, your source class name, dot this, right? Then you will put comma, and after that you have to type the destination. Destination means where you want to move. So you have to provide the backend page name of that particular page. So this is my main activity to where we want to move. So you have to type destination like this, main activity to, and always with the destination you have to use dot class, semicolon, right? So I hope there is no problem. You are going to use intent. You have to create an object of intent. Then you will be using equals. You are going to initialize the intent by using new intent. Then you will import the intent by using alt enter. And inside the bracket, you have to provide source and then destination. Source, on which page you are. We are on the main activity. That is what we have written, main activity. And always with source, you are going to use dot this. Okay. Now, comma, and destination, where you want to move. So In my case, I want to move to main activity 2. That is what we have written, main activity 2. Always with the destination, you have to use dot class. I hope there is no problem with this. If you see closely over here, we have generated a intent object, which is this small intent, right? And we have told him that intent, listen, you have to go from this page to this page. But still, we have not tell this intent that you have to go right now, right away. So for this, you have to use the start. You can see S is small. Okay. Now, if I start typing like start, then you will see this start activity. There are so many options with the start activity, but you have to choose this one. Start activity, not with the second object, not with action mode, not IES. You have to choose this start activity, and over here you have to type this intent. That's it. After that, what you need is, if you want to finish this class, then also you can just finish it. Because of this, what will happen? It will have, okay, so for the timing, maybe we can just ignore this finish. Let's just see without finish. Okay, so this is the case. After that, or maybe in my next class, I will just let you know what is the role of the finish method. Right now, you won't be, understand that what is the role of finish, because first of all, you should know that what would be the problem if we are not going to use finish. Then only we will just run that what is the role of finish. Okay, so now we are done with this. Only 2 lines of code. Because of this only, you are going to move from one page to second page. Is there any issue, guys? So right now we are having 4 clapping, 3 thumbs up, 5 thumbs up. Okay, so Aksar is basically providing some new emoticon. I think right now you are having fun, right? All of you, because it is your, I think, third or fourth class, right? Okay, cool. So now again, after this page, we have moved from first page to second page, but there should be some way as well, no? So that we can just go back to home page as well. Otherwise, this is something would be like, I just know that how to move from one page to another page, but we don't know how to move back to first page. That is also we know, right? So how we can do? Just go to your second page, and over here in this click event, you have to again use intent. Create object, new intent, and over here inside this bracket, you have to provide source. Right now, my source is main activity 2. If you see, right, just type here main activity 2, and after this, because this is my source, with source always we will be put this comma. What is my destination? Now I want to move from second page to first page. My first page name is main activity. So just type main activity, and with the destination, what would be the things? Dot class. Then semicolon. Then we have to tell start activity, and over here we have to type intent. Is there any issue, guys, still here? Okay, cool. So now, after this, what we have to do? We have to build my APK. You know that how to build your APK? Go to build bundle and APK, and then build APK. Right now, I am not going to show how to build APK, because you know that you can just create it, you can just copy it and paste it into your mobile phone. After that, let me just show you the result. For that, I have to show our emulator. I will be using this emulator. I will just click on this. Let's just see. It will start running. I will just wait for it. You can see it is loading. Okay, so you can see right now, this is previous project which we made yesterday, right? What happened with my project? It is building right now. So it will take some time. We will just wait for it. Okay, so finally we are having this result over here. This is what my first page. If I click on this button, I should move to second page. You can see when I click on that particular button, I move to this first page. If I click on this, I can move to first page, right? Now, can you just see what is the difference? What is the drawback without using finish? So you can see if I click multiple times, like go to second page again and again go to first page. Okay. Right now I am on first page. What would happen if I click on this back button, right? If I click on this back button, you can see this first page. Again, if I click on this back button, you will see this second page. Ideally, it should not be there, right? That means all step which we have taken, it is basically in memory, in history, right? Every time whenever I am going to use this button, right? So at each and every time, it is basically generating a new instance of that activity. Ideally, we don't need that, right? We don't need this history because in Android, you know that everything can be done. Okay, everything can be done via this back button as well. For this, what we need to use, we should use क्या मजा आता है यार इस चीज को करके okay so over here how we can just resolve this issue for that basically in your project every time whenever you are going to use this intent after that you will just click on this finish button because of this what will happen once you will move from this second page to first page the this activity your second page will get closed. It will not be in memory. Okay, same goes for after this as well. You can use this finish method. Now what will happen whenever you are going to move from first page to second page, after moving this main activity page will be destroyed from the history. Only second page will be live at that time. Okay, when you move from second page to first page at that time only first page will be live in the memory, second page will not be there. Okay, let's just see what will be the difference with this. I'm going to running it again. Let's just wait over here. It is building. Okay, cool. So this is. So let's just do the same step again. I will click on this button. Again, I will click on this button. Again. So you can see if I click right now, it will get destroyed. You can see. Okay, that means there is no history over here. Let me know, do you have any doubt over here? Got to know everything? Very good. Akshaz, I am waiting for your emoticon. Okay, finally. Cool. So now, if you want to add one more page quickly, so how you will do this? I will just come over here, click on a new project, new, then activity, again, empty activity. It would be main activity 3, activity underscore main 3, this package name, Java, and then finish. It will take some time. It will generate a new file for me, which would be main activity 3. Let's just quickly complete this project. What we will be doing that each and every activity, you can just move to another activity, right? So how we will do that? So we have this main activity 3. So on main activity 3, we need 2 button. How we will do this? Quickly, you can also do that because right now you know how to do this. Just remove this, make it linear layout. After that, you have to make the orientation. How you will do this? Orientation to vertical. Then you need button. So how you need button? You have to type like button, maybe wrap content, text, go to first page. Okay. You can close it. You can just provide ID. You can just write button underscore go to first page. That's what you can do. You need one more button. You can just have one more button. Instead of this, you can just use second page. Instead of this, you can use second page. We need gravity so that I can just make it on center. And after that, let's just make the color change to it like background color. Maybe we can just have, okay, for the timing, I am just making red color. Obviously, it will not good looking good, but for making it different, I'm just going to use red color. You can change color by as per your own requirement. I know it look very ugly, but that is why. That is we are going to use for the time being. Okay. After this, we have to go to main activity 3. We have to create object like this. Button go to first page. Button go to second page. Right. After that, what we need is we have to do this stuff like button go to first page is equals to find view by id r.id dot go to first page. Then button go to second page is equals to find view by id, and over here r.id dot button go to second page, right? Then we need a click event like first page dot set on click listener new, and over here we need the intent thing. How we will do this? Intent is equals to new intent. What would be my source? Source would be main activity 3 dot this comma destination, because it is going to move on first page. So main activity dot class. What happened? Okay. Okay, cool. Then start activity intent. We can just call finished as well. Copy this whole stuff, paste it like this. Instead of this button, go to second page, and here make it like main activity 2. That's it. So we are done with the third page. Now just go to second page. Here we need to add, here it is already one button which is going to move to first page. Let's just make one more button which will move to third page. And we are going to use this first as third, right? Now, if we have to go to main activity 2, over here we need one more button, which is something like button go to third page. Then we have to link this button go to third page is equals to find view by ID r dot ID dot button go to third page. I will just copy this whole stuff, paste it over here. Instead of this, I can just use button go to third page. Over here, I can just use 3. That's it. So second page is also done. Let's just go to first page. Over here, what we need one more button, which is something like this, which will move to third page, right? And go to third page, right? Go back here, button, go to third page, then button go to third page is equals to find view by ID r dot ID dot button go to third page. What I need is I need to copy this whole stuff, paste it over here, use it instead of this, and instead of this, we can use it. So now we are done with this project. We can just, so sorry. Okay, we can just run it right now. And after running it, we will just see that what would be my output. Gradle is building right now. We will just wait until it complete. Okay, so here you can see this is what my output. Go to second page, go to third page. We have two options on the first page. If I click on the second page, I will move to, I should move to second page, right? Because emulator is really very slow. That is why it is taking time. Now, on the second page as well, we have two options, first page and third page. I can just move to third page like this. Okay, this is what first page. If I click on second page, then I can also move to second page. This is what your second page. So you can see it is lagging because obviously it is emulator. If you will work it on your mobile phone, it won't lag. You will see your output correctly over there, and you can see right now as well. You are good to go with this class, that how you can work with more than 2 pages as well. How you can make more than 1 pages. How you can work on that, right? So what is your homework? What I need is till now you have just made a toast project. Till now you have just made a calculator project and a kinetic energy calculator as well, right? What I need is you can just make a project in which there would be 3 pages, and on first page you should have a toast message, on the second page you should have a calculator, and on the third page you should have uh, this kinetic energy calculator. And there would be another one page which is fourth page, which would be your actually first page. Inside that you will be having 4 buttons. One is for showing a toast, second one for showing a calculator, and third page would be your showing a kinetic energy. So accordingly, you will be having one page which is by default open. on that you will be having three button. One is for toast, second one is for scientific calculator, and third one is for kinetic energy. If you click on calculator, you will see another page in which calculator code would be there. If you click on kinetic energy, you should reach to what? Kinetic energy page. Okay, and each and every page you should have a back button as well, so that you can just move to home page again. That is what your homework. Once you will get completed, let me know, or you can just share the video on the doubt telegram group as well of your application. I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope you have learned a lot. Akshar is right now showing question mark. I don't know why. Right now you are not happy. Not worry. You are in question. Okay. So many reactions I'm getting over here. So 5 clapping. Cool. So we will be meeting by tomorrow by the same time, and we will just learn something new over there. Let's just wait for the next class. Till then, I wish that you can enjoy your coding and you can just try that particular homework which I have given to you, and you can just try it. Once you will complete it, you can also share it or the same Telegram group in which you are. Okay, bye bye. Take care.